it's just almost impossible for Grimmer to sort of generate the grain they need to even that up. I mean, they've got the extra man to be able to do it, but they can't generate the bales, and they're having to waste time generating the wheat to even it out. And every moment that they're doing that, Trelleborg is scoring 6 more points per bale than they are.
Yeah, and I don't think Grimmer is. Are they even trying to get the bonus? Oh yeah, they are. There's Marcy. 4,000. That's nothing.
It should be enough.
It should be enough to get it to 1.8, maybe 1.9. But if lucky, but with 1 minute 40 left and 300 points disadvantage, even a 2.4 multiplier for Grimmer now would not be enough anymore, I'd say.
No. Ooh, just getting across there.
It worked. Well, there are a lot of bales now, so they might be able to score.
Oh,
look at how many bales are there.
And it's got it back to a 1.9.
1.9. That's not too bad, actually. But still, I mean, you have all these bales lying around, but are you getting them all in within a minute? Yeah, Scotty should be, because he's that good.
But they do
428 to 749.
Yeah, they've got both Martin and Scotty there trying to get all these bales in. This would be one hell of a comeback.
It would be, but I don't see it happening. Especially because, I mean, we don't see what Trelleborg is doing right now, but I'm quite sure they are scoring. There we go.
Yeah, they have got bales coming in.
Yeah.
Gap is closing. Oh no, now it isn't.
that is another 800-point game by Trelleborg. Insane numbers these teams are pulling during this World Championship. It is absolutely massive. "20 seconds left, and yeah, I think you know it's safe to say this is 1-1.
Yeah,
917. This is the highest amount of points ever scored in a tournament. New record, and it has to be the finals, and it has to be against Grimmer. Insanely done, well done, Trelleborg. 1-1, and yeah, the face of relief and happiness.
We are essentially back down to best of 3.
We are in for a fantastic final. 1-1. I love it. And you are right.
Man.
That's actually the mindset you might want to get in now. You might go, look, let's play a best of 3.
Yeah.
Because that's what's coming in now. There is a best of 3 left.
That was... It was going to be hard for Grimmer to win that from the moment they were down to a single harvest.
Yeah. Having a single harvester is such a huge disadvantage, especially against a team like Trelleborg, or against a team like Grimmer, of course, if that happens on the other side. Having just one harvester, it immediately puts you on the back foot. And you have to fight an uphill battle all game long.
It shows the kind of ways that Trelleborg have won all season. The whole disruption thing, the whole disadvantage your team as much as possible is how Trelleborg have been winning again and again and again. When it's a straight play against a team who are as good as Grimmer, they struggle.
Yeah, they do. And I mean, Trelleborg took a risk here, right? They went for the ideal, and I'm not sure if that was a good idea, but they did it and they got it. And then after they got the 2 harvesters they wanted, they decided to go for a third one. But they did not pick one of the, let's say, safer ones, because usually the John Deere and the Ideal are the ones that people fight for, and then they go for the Case or the New Holland. And Trelleborg was just like, let's get the 2 big ones, period. That's the decision they made. That's why they rushed down, got them both, and then were even able to grab a third one. But that was...
It was so close to Grimmer getting that Ideal.
Yeah, and if Grimmer would have gotten that one, it would be a very different game. So
I think actually, had it happened the other way around, had Grimmer got the Ideal, then you would have probably seen it flip.
Absolutely. So that was an ideal scenario for Trelleborg. And the question is, can they get another scenario that ideal for themselves, or don't they? And if they don't, can they still win?
It's going to be an interesting third game.
We're going to find out in a second, because I already got word that the teams are ready for game 3. So it should start any second now. Yep, 10 seconds from now, roughly. And then game 3. This is exciting.
This is so close. I think it's closer than the last one.
I love that it's 1-on-1. I love that we are not having basically what could be a final match. Whatever happens now, we're going to have at least one more.
Be interested to see if Grimmer can come back. As I said, if they get 2 Harvesters and get 2 Balers, I think they absolutely can.
They absolutely can. Absolutely. Let's see what they... Yeah, the Deutz, they don't want to see that one anymore. And I expect the Fen to go as well. Telehandler.
No?
Vitra. Oh, interesting. And I think the JCB is going now.
Trying to force that JCB.
Yeah. And now they can grab the Fend if they want, and there is nothing to match from side of Trelleborg. All they could do is go for the Steyr, because that one is open now. And that's an interesting ban phase. That was very clever. And they grabbed the New Holland. This is basically Grimace saying, you know what, Trelleborg? You are not getting anything, my friends. They grabbed the Messi. That makes a lot of sense. And I expect Grimace to go with the... I expected them to pick one of the other power plays, like the Fend or the Steyr. Because now Trelleborg is going for the Fend. And then Steyr is probably going over to Grimace. There it is, and I expect Trelleborg to probably pick the John Deere. Yeah, there it is!
So both teams trying to unsettle the other team.
And I think it worked very well for Grimace, not gonna lie. This is the most un-Trelleborg setup I've seen ever. Like, I mean, it's still pretty much what they wanted.
Yeah, we're not used to Trelleborg not having the New Holland or the Steyr or the Fed Fabric.
Or the Valtra, basically. Or the Deutz. I mean, so everything that Trelleborg usually uses is just not there.
Any of your normal tractors, you're gonna have to go with other stuff.
It's either on the side of Grimace or it has been banned, and the Trelleborg guys have to go like, I've never used that thing before. How am I? Is that the steering wheel? No, I'm sure they know what to do.
Oh wow!
Oh god, the Ideal and the John Deere on the right hand side. Oh no! And Trelleborg has a bad start.
Up out the gate.
This is not good. Still, they will get the Ideal. 100% sure about that. Because they are that fast. They decided, and that was clever. They decided not to go for the New Holland. Where's the case though? Where is the case?
Grimmer have 2 Harvesters.
They have the Ideal. I expected them to get the Ideal, but who has the case? Grimace has 3 Harvesters. Harvester streak for Grimace here.
Oh man!
This is not good for Trelleborg this time.
They have just completely turned the tables.
Absolutely did. And Simon is stuck trying to get the Kuhn. Oh god! Trelleborg, what's going on?
Trelleborg have gone completely to pieces. Is that a Baylor streak?
No, it's not. It is not. It was Trelleborg has 2. They tried to get 3. They couldn't. And this is the set. This is the exact opposite of what we saw before.
Yeah, this is now completely flipped around.
Now Trelleborg has to prove that they are able to play with only 1 Harvester. And this is something that is not too easy to do. We've seen it before.
That is disastrous for Trelleborg against Grimmer.
Absolutely is.
Grimmer are the masters of maximizing their grain drop, and it is just going to hurt.
Yeah, and I wonder if picking everything that Trelleborg wanted, if that had something to do with it. I mean, you know, you are on tractors you are not comfortable with, you are on tractors you're not used to drive, so you were that tiny little bit slower, that tiny little bit less precise, and Grimace just took full advantage. Yeah, and now we are back to Felix looking concerned. He wasn't too concerned in game 2. Now he is, and
Oh, no.
he better is. I mean, they got the ideal. That's the good news. So out of all the possible harvesters, they got the one with the biggest grain tank, and they got the fastest. So that is at least something, but it's most likely not enough.
They can keep that harvester running for longer, but it is just not going to be enough. But we saw against other teams, you might be able to do it, but it's Grimm just so good at using the grain that pretty much any boost that comes up, they will take full advantage of.
Absolutely. First bale going in for Trelleborg, and this is the exact same thing Grimm did before. Now Trelleborg has to make sure they get first bale. Now Trelleborg has to make sure they get the bale boost. Now Trelleborg has to make sure they do everything that Grimm had to do. They have to waste time waiting for that boost. They have to waste a man basically for what could be 2 minutes of the game just to grab that boost. So, yeah, insane situation here. Trelleborg getting bales to the barn, and this is good. That's what they need. Still, they need to make sure they get the amount of grain at least as high as possible, because Grimm
and Trelleborg
they
don't
have a grip on
have the Crone Baler either, so Grimm have that advantage in that they can get an extra bale back each time. The same advantage actually that Trelleborg had last time. This game is almost a complete reversal.
It absolutely is. It is a complete reversal. I mean, yeah, there are some differences, of course, but it is pretty much what we've seen before, just with Trelleborg being on the back foot now. And I wonder if they can do what Grimm couldn't. Because, and that brings me back to what I said last game, if Trelleborg is able to somehow pull a miracle here and wins this, then Grimm will sit there and going, okay, we can't beat these guys.
Yeah.
However, I don't see how that should work out, to be honest with you, because it is Grimm, as we said, peak performance right now, 5 bales coming. They have everything they need. They have everything the doctor ordered, and they will most likely be very happy with where they are right now.
There we go, unloading from Martin. Absolutely perfect piece of stacking there.
Yep, that's how you want it. 2 bales ready to brought into the barn again, and that's mirroring what I said before. Now Grimm has to know that Trelleborg wants the bale boost. Now Grimm has to play as if they want it as well, right? Because that's what they have to do, and this is clever. He already has a bale. He just drives a little bit with the ideal, make sure he unloads a bit, and then he's probably delivering that bale. Yep, there we go.
Now, the worst situation here would be for the drone drop to happen early.
Yeah.
And based on the numbers, we must be getting an early bale.
It has to happen at some point, right?
We've had late drops almost all semi-final and final so far.
Yeah.
We are about due for an early drone drop.
Yeah, Simon is still using the ideal, of course. Roblix is making sure they have as many bales as possible. Still a minute 30 left until the drone drop can happen. If that is nice, then it is. Yeah, that is absolutely brilliant. This is perfect for Lucas. And Martin is opening up the auger wagon right now, making sure that they are ready to get all this juicy grain to the horse, because they have a lot of it.
And that's the other thing Grimm are great at, is getting a huge amount of wheat off the field by the time they need it.
Now, at this point in time, the difference is not there anymore, because Grimm just switched to a one harvester tactic. Here you see it. Both harvesters are unloading while they get the stire and put it in front of the auger wagon, and then they will only use one harvester for the remainder of the game. So this is when Trelleborg has to shine. This is when Trelleborg has to catch up. Still, I don't know how they want to do it. I expect them to be way behind once the drop happens. Same as Grimm in last game.
And Grimm taking the John Deere out first, which makes sense. Faster combine, able to get more grain back quicker.
Absolutely. That auger wagon looks already good. It already looks like, it's ready. It's ready to deliver. 7 seconds until we have a possible drone drop. The window starts, well, now. Exactly. Let's see what the drone does. Is it mean again? Is it again a late, maybe last quarter drop, or is it something that happens earlier? We don't know. The drone is still flying. Grimme is not really taking care of it because they know Trelleborg has to.
Interesting that Trelleborg are now just sort of hanging together.
Yeah, because the drone is in a theoretical
hasn't.
middle point between the three players, right? If you hang
Yeah.
together,
Oh,
the drone is right
absolutely.
above your head.
More good unloading from Martin there.
Absolutely, we have seen that before. Martin, and again, I said it before. Once Martin came into this team, Grimme just got better. Right? We were concerned when we saw him for the first time. Oh no! There is the power up and Bale boost
Drone
activated by Grimme. Out of all teams, Grimme was actually picking the Bale boost. That has to be an accident.
I'm not so sure. I think Grimme do well when they've got that countdown. They can get their grain there at the end of it, and then they can hold the higher.
Absolutely
bit.
true.
So it doesn't surprise me that they'd go for that.
However, now you have to outstack Lucas for the next 2 minutes. And that's something that even for Scotty, who is a fantastic stacker, and for Martin, who is just really good, is hard to do. Because Lucas is Lucas. So
but
you try to outstack Lucas.
During this boost have gone to Grimme.
Yeah, but look at how many bales are there for Lucas. It's way more than Grimme has. And Trelleborg is
That is
ahead.
just some real precision.
Yeah, that is just Lucas showing that whatever tractor you give him, you know. Oh no! I was just saying that, and he failed. And this is the worst thing is that this bale somehow managed to get onto that conveyor belt. Because if it wouldn't, you could just pick it up. But because it managed to get attached to the belt, it was able to fall down. And this is just not cool.
Calmness in the fingers and the mouse control.
Lucas is still fine. I mean, 30 seconds left.
50 points in it. An advantage to Grimme, though.
To Grimme, yes.
Grimme are outstacking.
Are they, though?
Martin's outstacking Lucas.
Are they? 360 to 340. 370. It's just... Yeah. You can tell how good these teams are. Oh, that one was nice. That will still go in. 390, 390, 420, and it will be 420, 420.
Neither team is quite up there yet, although Grimme is nearly ready to drop their grain.
And Simon has only 20,000. That is just not enough.
Grimme are going to be there first, and they're going to drop their grain first.
And they have 33,000.
Do not have enough to match it. Oh, that's not a good mistake, though.
Doesn't matter, though. You are still first. No, you are not. Trelleborg was faster because of that. However, there's a 10,000 liter difference between Grimme and Trelleborg.
420 points to 420 points.
And Lucas, not being on one of his tractor, he is making more mistakes.
Thanks.
Yeah, and there we go. Now Grimme will take over that multiplier and not give it back.
Yeah. 1.8, and we saw this last time. 1. Oh, that is not good for Trelleborg now.
No, it's not. 2.3 to 1.07. That's exactly what we had last. It is basically a mirror of the last match, just with the side switched, with Grimme having all the advantages they needed. 4 minutes left. Grimme in a very good position.
Interesting, Grimme have a lot less bales sitting there than Trelleborg did last game, though.
They do. However, every bale is worth 23 points, and that is a lot. Right? Trelleborg still 100 points ahead, but they have to keep that going for another 4 minutes. It is tough. It is absolutely tough for them, and Grimme has to be happy with where they are.
It's one of those things where, yeah, there's not even the straw out on the field for Trelleborg. No. So while they've got 2 balers out there, they don't have the straw to make the bales from.
And that's basically the price they have to pay because they had so many bales. They were so fast in getting all these bales done and getting them to the barn, which is good, of course. That's a good thing. But they used all the straw. They just did. And now they have to have the ideal out there.
And it's why they are in the higher point scoring position at the moment.
Yeah, because they were so fast. But these bales are just worth 17 points. And that is not enough if you are only 90 points ahead and there are 3 minutes left. So Trelleborg has to come up with something here. They might need to have Simon try to get that bonus a little bit more into their favor, and they have to do it quick. They have to make sure that this bonus is turning a little bit before Grimme is just pushing out 20 more bales.
5 more bales coming in now.
Yeah, and look at this. This is, as soon as these two are in, there is the lead back for Grimme, and as long as Trelleborg is not able to do something with the multiplier, oh man, a 1 point lead for Trelleborg. They need to do something about this multiplier now. These bales are just wasted.
Nobody is stacking for Grimme.
No, but they are still fine. 2 minutes left. Scotty is taking some bales, getting them over. That's 46 juicy points. You know, compared to only 34 that Trelleborg would get with the exact same maneuver.
Very true.
All good. And yeah,
this is how desperate Trelleborg are.
This is what you said. There is just no straw left for Trelleborg. Lucas is still trying to get points in, but you would need to have at least 3, if not 4 bales more than Grimme.
Yeah.
And having 3 to 4 bales more than Grimme, that is a tough thing to do. A very, very tough thing to do. However, I have to say that Trelleborg is fighting better with only 1 harvester than Grimme was in the last game.
Yes, they are holding this lead at the moment.
Yeah, but not for long.
But not for long. Yeah,
because the lead for Grimme is lying exactly there. You can see it there. 6 bales, 2 more coming in, 3 on the conveyor belt. This is an insane amount of points coming in for Grimme right now.
At this point, it's Grimme making a mistake rather than Trelleborg being able to making a mistake.
And there is a mistake. It should still be fine. It should still be fine.
Yeah, there is still plenty of time, but many more of those, and that will cost them the game.
Yeah, and there is Lucas ready with more, but it's just 34 points, and look at all the points coming in for Grimme now.
And
they know they have to basically surrender this game. There's nothing they can do anymore. They get 2 more bales in. 729. That is the end for Team Trelleborg. There's no points to be had, so they just make sure the tractors are down there.
The tractors.
And this is
a celebratory bale flip from Grimme as they take that one. Wow.
Nicely done by Grimme. 2-1 lead for Grimme, and this means match point. If Grimme wins the next one, they are the world champions. If Trelleborg wins the next one, we have 1 more game, and I would love that.
Nice. Look at that identical number of bales delivered.
And that shows how much the harvesters did here.
Yeah.
Right? Both have the exact same number of bales delivered. That means it was the bonus. It was just the bonus.
Completely down to it.
Oh boy! Oh, I just hope Trelleborg wins the next one. I want to have 2 more games. I want to have 2 more games. Definitely want to have that.
It's been an unbelievable final so far. In that we had one perfectly matched game, the first one. We had one that was very much in Trelleborg's favour, the second one. One that was very much in Grimme's favour,
yeah.
The third one. What is this fourth one gonna hold?
I don't know. I'm not even sure what I want. So part of me wants Trelleborg to get just 3 harvesters again, and making sure there's a 2-2, and then we have a final game, and then that one should be super balanced. Another part of me wants to have a very balanced game now, where we just see who's the better team, because having 3 harvesters gives you that high of an advantage right now, that much of an advantage, that you don't have to play it perfect anymore. You have 3 harvesters. The other team has to play it perfect.
I would love to see a good match of 2 harvesters versus 2 harvesters and 2 balers versus 2 balers.
Yeah.
Because then it comes down to it then really does come down to who makes the most mistakes and who has the better tactics.
Exactly.
And you get close games with teams of this caliber. You get really close games with that, and that is what I think I want to see.
So you know what we should have? We should have Trelleborg rushing it. Then it's 2-2, and then we're gonna have a balanced game.
Oh, that's the thing we haven't seen so far. A rush.
Yeah, you can't rush Grimmer though.
Oh, rush Grimmer.
That is just something that doesn't work. Let's face it. So Trelleborg backs to the wall. The clear tournament favorites of old are trailing a game against the tournament favorites of new, Grimmer. And we will have game 4 in 3 seconds from what I heard. Teams are ready, so let's switch over to Tractor Select and see what is going to happen. Here we are, Trelleborg vs Grimmer. This might be the final game of the season. This might be the last time we see these teams compete. Oh, we get one more. And I get what I want.
I was asking why we watch the German classes in the breaks, because I'm still stuck in the UK.
Yeah,
we make it over to Germany.
We couldn't get Alex over, so we had to show some Germans.
I'm sitting in my spare bedroom.
Yeah. I am in the studio, but I am obviously not on stage. I am in the background casting with Alex. So you got your own German right here. That's why I have a German accent. The Telehandler and the Steyr on the other side, the JCB, and I expect one of the bigger No.
So not that surprising. Well, not that.
They will grab the New Holland now.
Phase.
They will go like, okay, no, we are not doing that again. Please give me the New Holland, thank you. Here we go.
Yeah. I think both teams at this point have had enough experimentation.
Well, for Grimmer, it worked very well though.
It did.
For Grimmer, just taking everything off Trelleborg and going, what are you going to do now? This just worked very well. Messi Ferguson, I expect Valtra.
I think it's very difficult to disrupt things like that, though, if you are second.
Yeah, and now I wonder if they go for the Deutz or if they go for narrow tires. I would rather go for the for the Deutz because of the speed.
I'm not surprised them going for the big tractors here.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There we go. That is pretty much what we've seen in game 2 of the series. Chip tuning slide edge, there is no question about it.
Nope.
And yeah, Trelleborg will try to do what they did in game 2 and will try to get 3 harvesters in their hand. Grimmer will most likely do what they did, or try to do what they did in game 3 and try to get 3 harvesters for them.
There we go.
Here we go. 2 seconds left until this game starts. This might be the last time ever we're gonna see Lucas playing. Because there are rumors that this guy is retiring after the World Championships. And that would be now.
The ideal is front and center. Next. Oh no!
Oh god,
really?
the ideal and Frontier are both in the middle! This is crazy and way better start for Trelleborg this time. They did not have this bad start they had. And Grimmer is going for the ideal, but Trelleborg seems to be faster. Are they? Are they not?
No,
I'm not sure.
No, the ideal has gone to Grimmer, I think.
No, it has not.
Hasn't.
Trelleborg got both, and if they get the New Holland as well, then we are back to disaster for Grimmer. Where is the New Holland?
The New Holland is right at the edge, and I think Scotty is running for it.
Lucas has the... Yeah, there's Scotty, but Trelleborg is not even trying to. Are they?
No,
yeah,
Trelleborg
they got
it!
Trelleborg got it! 3 harvesters for Trelleborg again! Harvester streak right here, and this is disaster for Grimmer. And good for me.
Oh no, that's a Baylor streak as well!
They got a Baylor streak! What the hell? They took everything off Grimmer. They took everything they wanted.
That is utter disaster.
This is the most imbalanced game ever. And yet these guys are like, I can't believe this happened. Yeah, you can see how unhappy
that is just
at this point
devastating.
The face Marcy has here, the face he makes is basically he's just standing up now, going to the league officials and going, okay, let's have game 5. It's fine, 2-2.
Yeah.
Well, only one Baylor, only one harvester. This
There
is
nothing that they can
Trelleborg
do.
having everything they need to just even the score. Insane start from the guys in blue and white. That was absolutely fantastic for Trelleborg. And yeah, well, if you are Grimmer right now, you have to be unbelievable unhappy.
At this point, I'm fully expecting Grimmer to just bring Bales in and score points with them. That at the moment is the only tactic I can see that will work for them.
Absolutely. I don't know how they want to come back. I usually, if they have enough bailers, I always come up with, okay, if they need to do this, then they need to do that. But what can you do, Alex? What can you do with only one harvester, only one bail?
I see no way of coming back from this.
Me neither.
Because you just can't. You can't create the bales and the grain to counter this. I mean, they've got the Fent baler, so they at least have that will get them quickly. But I mean, you 2 bales. He needs to bring in, a full set of bales. They need to have every piece of draw off that field at all times, and they just have to keep scoring, because they have a dedicated stacker sitting there doing nothing otherwise.
Absolutely.
And I would probably even suggest they go and drop grain early. As soon as you can drop grain. Give yourself an advantage. Disrupt things for Trelleborg as much as you can the whole way through this, because it is gonna take a miracle, and B, just being as disruptive a player as you can.
Yeah, I don't even know how many miracles you need now if you are Grimmer.
If they were to drop grain in the first 5 minutes, that immediately puts Trelleborg on the back foot.
But would it change anything?
But they can't. Well, they can then go and score. They can score points with bales at a higher rate without.
Yeah, you're right, and that would they will never be able to do that again. Once Trelleborg is dropping, wheat into the silo, it's over basically for Grimmer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is game over as soon as Trelleborg is getting the multiplier in their favor.
Yeah.
So
that's the only thing Grimmer can do, is go and get the multiplier in their favor as early as possible.
Even if it's only 2.1 or 2.2, they have to do it now. They basically have to do it now. But I don't think they know. So, and I'm not even sure if we are right. It's just us. These guys are professionals. They know how to play, and we are sitting here going like, yeah, I think they should do this, but.
I mean, I look at it. If they get the bale boost, then Trelleborg are gonna have more bales. If they get the grain boost, Trelleborg have more grain.
There is nothing they can do. There's no boost that can help them right now, because both boosts are in Trelleborg's favor, and the entire equipment of the game is in Trelleborg's favor. They have everything. They have everything they want, and if you are Grimmer, you are just sitting there, looking at what you could have, feeling that there is no chance to get it right now, and just be sad about it. That's it. That's what you can do. You can sit there, think, oh my god, I would love to have this. I can't. Can we just get through this game, please? But still, they are fighting. Of course they are fighting. I mean, we are just going with, oh yeah, they are doomed. But are they? Are they?
I can't see it. I just don't. If it's as hard as it is with just one harvester, when you've got one harvester and one baler, you can't generate enough stuff.
No, you can't. That's the problem here. You are always trailing behind.
Yeah.
I mean, they are doing fine, of course. It's nice to see that, but I'm out of words. I don't know how they want to turn this around. I have no idea how they want to turn it around. I mean, Scotty is preparing everything for a nice bale boost, and that's probably what you want to go for, because grain boost just makes things worse because of the situation you're in. But even bale boost, you can't be happy if you get it. Rablik's bringing in a couple more bales, making sure you are ready, And look at this. Look at
that-
13,500 in that John Deere. The Ideal is already unloading. The John Deere is coming in now. And that should be a very full auger wagon in a second, basically.
There isn't a lot of straw on the field, so Grimmer are getting pretty much every bale back they can.
Yeah.
But the place they're going to be hit is in those final moments when there are 2 balers out there for Trelleborg. They can't match it. They can't get stuff back quickly enough.
Once that drone drop is over, and we are already in drone drop territory, once that drone drop is over, it's basically everything is just set up for Trelleborg. Whatever happens next. They can press more bales, they will have the higher multiplier. So for Grimme, all you can hope for is that you get an insane amount of points during that window now, and that Trelleborg somehow is not able to catch up. But I wouldn't know how.
Like the last game, it's now up to Trelleborg to mess up. Lose a tractor is pretty much the only thing that they can do.
Grain boost picked by Trelleborg. That's exactly what they wanted. Simon is sitting there going, ha ha ha, nice. That's what I wanted. I mean, they are not even starting. The auger wagon is still standing there. No reason to hurry. At this point, Grimme technically can't win this game. Trelleborg has to lose it.
And it must be soul destroying.
13,000 in there. 13,000. That's nothing. It's 15, 16 now, 17, probably going up to maybe 18, and then you have to deal with that. And on the other side, Trelleborg is sitting there with their auger wagon that has, I'm not sure how much it has, but I'd expect it to be at least 30k.
Yeah, you know, you were saying earlier, oh, I hope this goes to a rush. This is probably the best way for Trelleborg to win this without going for a rush.
29,600 in there. Grimme did what they could. They got as many points while the bonus was still even. So 120 points. Well done. And this is the bonus going into Trelleborg territory and never coming back. When I said I would like to see Trelleborg just getting everything they want in Game 4 so that we get a Game 5, I didn't expect it to be that bad, to be honest with you.
I'm not sure we've ever seen a team get a harvester and a baler.
No, I don't think we have ever seen a team getting both. And I don't know how it happened.
This is a final. There's been a set of finals of firsts. That's so many firsts.
It has to be Grimme trying to get exactly what Trelleborg wanted, just a second later, every time. Because how are you ending up with 1 each? You know, you have 3 people, and you are ending up with 1 each. So that means that you have to be behind Trelleborg every single time and go like, oh yeah, I take that Ideal, oh it's gone. Okay, I'm gonna take that John, oh it's gone. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take, oh it's all gone. It couldn't work any other fashion.
There we go. Trelleborg just piling on the points now.
Trelleborg is now just taking the game. This is complete.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you need if you are Grimme right now with how it stands, think about it. You deliver 4 bales and you get 60 points. Yeah. And Trelleborg delivers 2 and gets 50. If you deliver 3 while Trelleborg delivers 2, you are still behind.
Yeah.
Because you only get 45 out of it. So you have to have at least 10 to 12 bales more by the end of the game than Trelleborg. Having 12 bales more than Trelleborg, even if you are not having 1-1, having 12 bales more than Trelleborg is absolutely impossible.
And then not even stacking them. I don't know what they're waiting for though, because
they're waiting for Game 5, obviously.
Well, yeah, obviously, but it's gonna be the lowest scoring game we've seen.
I mean, honestly, if I would be on Team Grimme right now, I would just sit there. Oh, and there is an oops from Grimme even. Oh, they did it a lot. That was on purpose. If you are Grimme right now, you're just waiting for Game 5.
Yeah.
You are trying to enter surrender into the chat, and then you realize that doesn't do anything, and there is no chat. But you know, there is not much they can do. There's absolutely not much they can do. They're trying, and I give them mad respect for trying and for fighting.
Yeah.
But 120 points. There are 3 minutes left, and they have 120 points. They know. They know.
They're
And now I
think
really
they're
hope.
trying to hold out hope that they might be able to even this up, but they know there's no way to come back from this.
No, I think we saw for the first time ever a team getting 20 bales in a row without the other team scoring. That's a first as well. Because Grimmer is just not scoring at all. Yeah, these guys have to be happy now. And now what I really hope is that game 5 we see an even match. Please, Farming Simulator gods out there, give us an even match for game 5.
Yeah. Let's have a nice even.
Yeah, let's see who wins this when both teams are playing at their best. Because that would make me very happy.
It's not enough to even bring it back to 1.4.
You spent so much time on getting nothing, basically. Oh god, not even that is going in.
This is. Oh man.
They've given up on that game.
This is horrible.
They have given up on that game. You can't convince me that they are not waiting for game 5 right now. They are basically using that as practice. Going, okay, let's just practice a couple of things here. We have 2 minutes left. Let's practice this. Let's practice that.
And interestingly, I don't think Trelleborg are overly playing hard on it either.
Then because they know it's done.
Yeah.
They know it's done. They're probably just playing the game and already discussing game 5. Going, no, look, what are we going to do next? Because this is done. It sounds mean, and I know it sounds mean, but I'm not mean in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Women has been completely out-equipped, basically, and now they are scoring some points.
It's the first time in a while we've seen them at this kind of disadvantage, at this kind of position where there's nothing they can do.
No, and they seem shell-shocked, but I don't think they are, because they are Grimmer, so that's why I'm like, yeah, they're waiting for game 5.
Yeah.
Because right now they are not playing like Grimmer.
No.
And they don't have a reason to be fair. 1 minute and 15 seconds left before we are heading into game 5. I think this is absolutely safe to say right now. There is nothing that's going to happen anymore. And then we're gonna have there's one match that will tell us who is the world champion. Just one match. And I love it.
I did say at the start of this, I think best of 5 is really going to throw up some interesting stuff and how it will affect the teams and things. And it really is. This is the first time that we've had teams have to play 4 games and 5 games in order to win.
Yeah, that's the first best of 5 ever, and I think it's a very, very matching, fitting thing for the World Finals. Especially because these teams.
If this had been a regular tournament, at
It's
this
over.
point, Grimmer would have won.
Exactly. But oh, that was nice.
Oh,
Lucas.
wow, really?
That was nice. All bridges are up. I don't care. I jump. The thing is, and that's why I like it so much, with the teams going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it shows why we need 5 games here.
Yeah.
You know?
I will give kudos to Grimmer. They have still nearly scored 500 points, despite
nicely
being at that
done.
disadvantage.
And these guys are like, yeah, well, I'm not too happy with that because let's face it, that's not really
a team who feel that they've won.
We didn't win by skill.
A hard match.
We won by just driving good for 20 seconds basically at the beginning of the game, and then we were done for the entire match.
That is the harshest win I think we've ever seen Trelleborg do.
Yeah.
Where you know after the first 30 seconds that the other is sunk.
That was crazy. And that means that we get that game 5 that I was hoping for.
Dude.
We get that game 5 that I was looking forward to get. I couldn't be happier. This is nice. And now, please, let's have a balanced game. Yes. Let's have both teams have two harvesters, 2 balers. And that would be
2 balers.
That would be perfect. We want to have
maybe even the ideal on one team and the John Deere on the other.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. And the Fend on one team and the Krona on the other. You know,
Chris, I don't know if Lars has a monkey paw, but certainly it would seem that might be correct.
God, I love
Lars,
it.
I hope for a game 5, monkey paw closes a finger.
And that means, Alex,
yes,
this is our final cast.
this is our final cast.
One more game and the season is over. In about 25 minutes from now, we will know who is the world champion.
It's been a long road, and it's been a lot of fun.
It has been a long road. It was a long year. It was a good year, though.
It was a good year. It's been a fantastic. Thank you, Tyrannosaurus.
Now,
We love you, Alex and Lars.
nice, thank you. Now people are confused. Like after 4 hours, they realize that we are actually reading that. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Absolutely are. Okay, I just got word that the teams are ready. So the final game of the series is starting in about 15 seconds. There we see it. Grimme Trelleborg, 2-2, best of 5. One more game to go. One more game to decide who is the world champion. And it's taking home 30,000 euros. I mean, if you end up second, I think you get like 15,000. So it's still fine. But you want the trophy. And here we go. The final match. Whoever starts is random now, because it's 2-2. That means that the system will determine the first ban team at random, and it is Team Grimme.
I think that's a big advantage to Grimme. To be
It is
honest.
an advantage. It definitely is an advantage.
So what are they banning? They are
Yeah,
banning.
they're right away banning the Deutz. They're like, oh yeah, well, the Deutz, Trelleborg got the Deutz twice, that's how they got 2 points. And they most likely will put the Fend onto that list as well. No,
Yeah,
they go for
they're
the Volvo,
doing
and
it.
now
I thought they'd
they do that
this.
again.
They're
going
doing
with
that again.
They go with the don't give Trelleborg what they want again.
Yeah. It worked so very, very well with
Let me
you
guess,
last
you
time.
take the New Holland now?
Take the New Holland.
Seems they are discussing it. Yep, there we are.
They're doing it.
Trelleborg will most likely grab the Messi or the Fend. They go
Yeah.
for the Messi.
They are just trying to disrupt Trelleborg as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, if they're clever now, they take the big Fend.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, because there's no need in picking the John Deere right away, because it's open anyway. The Steyr, of course, on the side of Grimme, and now we will most likely see the John Deere coming in. Yes, there it is.
And that just gives speed to Grimme.
It gives speed to Grimme, absolutely does. But we shouldn't forget that this Fend, yes, it's big, but it's fast. It's really fast.
But I think that Steyr is faster.
That Steyr is actually it's a bit faster. Yeah, the Steyr is at like 58 kmh, while the John Deere, the big Fend is at 53. If I'm not mistaken. Or is it? Let me check, because we just changed it a while ago. Yeah, it's at 53. I'm absolutely correct.
Right, harvester spreads. John Deere on the far left. Ideal straight in front. So the harvesters are well split. Oh no,
2 harvesters on the right. 2 harvesters on the right.
On the
And
right. Oh,
actually,
man.
Trelleborg is aiming for the right-hand side of the field with 2 guys, and Grimme is heading for the left side. That's interesting. Trelleborg first to the ideal, though. They are first to the ideal. They got
And
the ideal.
But the John Deere has gone to Grimme.
Yeah, and
now,
they got the
has
case.
Grimme got the New Holland? It's 2 harvesters to 2 harvesters.
2-2. That's what we wanted.
That's exactly what we wanted.
So
in the
how
final.
is Krone and Fend split? Can we check this very quick?
Oh, it's a rush to the last.
And Felix got
And
it. And Lucas got that one. That has to be a Baylor streak on side of Trelleborg, does it?
no,
No.
it's not.
So that means that the Krone is... Did I get what I wanted? I did get what I wanted. The Krone is on the side of Grimme. The Fend is on the side of Trelleborg. Thank you, teams, for doing exactly how I scripted it. Nice.
So we have a straight up tactical final game for this final. Absolutely wonderful.
Exactly what I wanted and exactly how I wanted it. Beautiful. I love it. So guys,
It is a
now,
perfect split.
perfect split. Let's see who is the better team. Who really is the world champion. we have seen only one of these perfect split games before. That was game 1, and Grimmer took that one.
Yeah, Grimmer took that one.
So,
Oh, man.
Oh, this is clever. Look at this.
Sitting there with that Coon Baler on there.
Yeah, they just attached it and then left it there. We have seen that yesterday in the quarterfinals. That is something Trelleborg did before. It is very clever.
There seems to be a certain amount of relief on the faces of Grimmer there.
Well, come on, this is your final match. You really want it to be a good one, right? I don't think the teams would be too happy if it would be a one-sided game, even if you're on the winning side. You want to prove that you actually can play the game, not only that you can grab equipment, because that doesn't make you a good player. It just makes you a fast player. And now they have to prove that they are good. And I love that this is game 5. This is the perfect. If we would just write down how we want this World Championship to go, we could not make it better.
Yeah. It has been such an intense final. And I am so I am so pleased it's gone to a very even final game.
Absolutely am. Absolutely am. So who do you give the advantage to right now?
Providing they haven't been demoralized too much from the last game, I give it to Grimmer, because they are the masters of dropping that grain at exactly the right moment.
They are the masters of dropping that grain, but then again, Trelleborg are the masters of adapting, and they know that.
They are. The other thing is, if Trelleborg gets the grain boost, that will affect that. So so when I say I give it to Grimmer, only by the smallest of margins.
Yeah. So Grimmer is going for first bale, and I think that's a good idea to do in this game, because things are very close. So you really want that extra points.
It's also the first time today that we've seen somebody get first bale with the crone.
Yes. And there it is.
Every other
That's
first
what
bale
they're fighting
today
for.
has been with the
Fendt,
or I think the New Holland bale last match.
So this time it's the crone, this time it's Grimmer, advantage Grimmer, 40-0. But again, that doesn't mean too much, that doesn't change a lot. Felix is preparing everything with the Fendt. And the one thing we have to give to Trelleborg here is they love the Fendt, right? I remember a couple of weeks ago, well, it feels like a couple of weeks or months ago, but it has to be like half a year ago or something. I spoke to the guys, and they won a game with just one baler. And I remember asking them, because it was the Fendt, I was like, oh, so you only got the Fendt, you still won. Would you have preferred any other baler? And they're like, no, if we get only one, we would always want the Fendt. We love the Fendt. So I guess they are happy with what they have. I'm quite sure Grimmer is super happy with what they have as well. So both teams should be very satisfied with how the game started.
Sorry, Phonic Box, to answer your question, no. Trelleborg only have 2 balers. Being connected to that baler means that Grimmer can't grab it, but they have that baler and one other on the field. Grimmer do actually have 2 balers. So it is, despite the fact that it's not off the podium, it is connected to the tractor, and therefore it does belong to Trelleborg.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because, I mean, technically it's still open.
It's still,
technically that one baler is still open. No one has claimed it yet. However, as long as it's attached to a Trelleborg vehicle, Grimmer cannot claim it.
Yeah.
Trelleborg has to detach it, basically.
So Trelleborg could detach it, and Grimmer then get a baler rush.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that.
But they're not going to do that. That would be.
That would be silly. That would be very weird. If that happens, I'm going to go out and ask Trelleborg if they actually bet against themselves somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't. Having said that, we have seen a team foul up getting a harvester off before.
Yeah, because of the pipe. So the way it works is you have to drive all the way down of the pot, and if the pipe is still above the basically the pot zone, if you imagine it as a zone like a can, then it's still not claimed. And if you jump out, the other team can still claim it. And
the reason why it was their fault is because they unfolded the harvester and left the pipe, which meant the pipe unfolded to leave it over the top of the pot.
Yeah.
Which is,
Good. 1 more minute until we are in possible drone drop territory. Both teams still have 2 harvesters on the field. Grimmett just now switching to a 1 harvester setup, and I think
Yeah.
Trelleborg is doing the same. These harvesters were nice and full for Trelleborg. Have you seen that? The case was full to the max. I mean, the ideal is always hard to tell because it's that huge, but it should be fine.
Running
Scotty,
over to grab
the Steyr.
Steyr.
Yep, they want to be a little bit faster than Trelleborg when it comes to
Similar amount of wheat harvested for both teams as well.
Oh, we see that split again. Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Look at this! Look at the bottom right corner. Baylor streak for Trelleborg. They actually do have 3. They actually do have 3.
It didn't count the Baylor streak until after they'd pulled it off the podium.
Yes. I thought they have 2. I was on the same impression as you, so Chad was right. Sorry, Chad. You were right out there.
You were right.
Trelleborg had 2 on the field and 1 on the pot, and they just now took it. That's why Marcy looked so unhappy in the beginning. Was like, hey, he has to be fine, and right, everything worked out for Grimmett. But no, it didn't. It didn't. They only got 1. I mean, they got the Krona one.
They got the Krona, so they can get more back. But yeah, they really, really need. Ooh, do they go? They must be preparing to go for the grain drop then.
Yeah, they have to. But then again, do you want the grain drop again? Have you seen how much grain Trelleborg had ready?
Well, it's a good question.
I mean, I've seen the case being full to the max, and I've seen that ideal looking okay. I don't think you want grain boost, but I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want.
No, it's not a massive disadvantage, but it is a disruption, and that's not good.
No, it's not good in the final game, and that makes me a little bit sad. I was so good in predicting everything, and now I failed here.
Trelleborg got us all on a false sense of security.
For like 10 minutes.
For like 10 minutes, yeah.
And this is a late drop again.
We are 30 seconds from the closing of the drone drop.
And there it is.
And there it is. What is it going to be?
Team Trelleborg not even close to it. They're like, yeah, take whatever the hell you want.
We
don't care either. And Grimmett is like, no, we don't. You do it. No, you do it. No, you do it. No, you do it. So no one does it. No one does it. Okay, no one does it then. And no, both tried to get, but they went both. They both went for bail boost. So
that doesn't overly surprise me with Grimmett and the way Grimmett should play.
It doesn't overly surprise me with Trelleborg as well, because they are confident in Lucas stacking now, and then afterwards they should have the exact same amount, or almost the exact same amount of grain, so the multiplayer will most likely not change, and then it comes down to who has more bales, and there is an advantage, of course, for Trelleborg.
It does worry me for Grimmett, because they're then trying to outplay Trelleborg while they only have 1 baler.
They can do it though.
But on the plus side, Grimmett do have 2 stackers, so they can continue to have stacker going out there, grabbing bales, coming back. It's not as fast, but it can.
It still works though, yeah. Having 2 stackers is actually very good here. As long as Marcy is just staying out, he can't come back with the Krone. He has to stay out for as long as possible, and the 2 stackers just have to go out one after each other, basically. There's always has to be one being out there grabbing bales, the other one stacking. Then after you stack, you go out, and Trelleborg is messing it up. Mistakes. There are still 40 seconds left, though. He can get all these bales.
130 points between them, though.
Yes, that is a lot of points between them. Grimmett is actually pulling ahead quite nicely here. However, they are running out of bales, and Trelleborg still has some. Yeah, you might want to pick that one up, dude. Yeah, almost. And Simon is ready. Look at this. 32,000, 33,000.
Both of them.
This is 2-0, and they're both threatening each other, going, game of chicken again. Who's going first? Are you? Am I going first? Are you going first? I like it. And look at this. The bonus is over, and Trelleborg is there. It's ahead even. Are they? Yeah, they're ahead. And both teams started unloading. There we go. Advantage Grimmett. They were that tiny little bit faster. But not fast enough to change
Trelleborg have stopped stacking as a result.
Yeah, because they know it will be 2-0. They know exactly there's no point in risking that you get 19 points out of a bale. You just wait for like 15 seconds and then you will get 20 points out of it. Definitely. And Grimme is not taking advantage of the 2.1 either.
No.
Here we go, 2.1,
20
2.0,
points
done.
ahead for Trelleborg. And
3 minutes left. That's as close as it can get.
it's now down to Bales.
It is down to bales. And Trelleborg has some bales ready. So does Grimme getting that bale on. That will even this. Can you imagine this game being a draw and then comes down to who delivered more grain or something? That would actually be advantage to Grimme, by the way, because they have more grain.
Yeah, they did. They delivered slightly more grain. That is.